Your grandparents' refrigerator lasted 25 years on a simple compressor that almost never failed. Today's models are dying in 5, right after the warranty expires, and replacing that compressor now costs up to $1,500. That timing was no accident. In kitchens across the country, refrigerators from the 1980s and 1990s are still quietly running, decades after their first plug-in. These machines were built with a kind of stubborn durability that feels almost alien today. At the core was a simple rotary compressor, heavy, overbuilt, and designed to keep cycling for 20 or even 30 years. The steel used in these cabinets ran thick, often between 0.75 and 1.0 millimeters, forming a rigid shell that shrugged off dents and resisted warping. Inside, the thermostat was a mechanical dial, not a digital guessing game. If it failed, a service technician could swap it out in minutes with a screwdriver and a voltage meter. The sealed system was accessible through a rear panel, and repairs rarely involved more than a new relay, a bearing, or a compressor swap. Jobs that cost a fraction of a new appliance. Analog controls meant fewer surprises. No circuit boards to fry, no cryptic error codes to decode. These refrigerators weren't just appliances. They were fixtures, expected to last as long as the house itself. Service logs from the era routinely show units surpassing 20 years of use, with many still cooling strong at 25 or even 30. The design philosophy was clear: keep it simple, keep it strong, and make every part replaceable. That era's machines weren't just cold, they were built to outlast trends, warranties, and even the families who bought them. Cabinet walls that once stood firm at nearly a millimeter thick now measure as little as 0.4 to 0.6 millimeters, a change driven by the 2015 Energy Star cap and the scramble for efficiency points. Manufacturers swapped heavy-gauge steel for polymer-coated panels and lightweight foam, cutting mass but also resilience. Dr. Emily Hart, a mechanical engineer who has dissected dozens of failed units, describes these modern shells as cosmetic armor that flex and dent with a careless bump. Insulation values have dropped to R9, down from the R13 of the 1990s, forcing compressors to cycle more often, just to keep the same temperature. Inside, the anatomy of the compressor itself has mutated. The old rotary workhorses, simple and overbuilt, have been replaced by inverter and linear compressors that depend on complex electronic driver boards. These boards, first rolled out in 2005 and now standard in nearly every French door model, regulate motor speed through a stream of sensor data and microcontroller commands. If a single solder joint cracks or a thermistor drifts out of spec, the entire cooling cycle can collapse. LG's 2022 linear design, for instance, integrates the control PCB directly into the compressor housing. When that board fails, it is not just a matter of swapping a relay, and the whole sealed assembly must be replaced, at a cost that often rivals a new appliance. The push for energy savings and digital features has created a fragile ecosystem. Each new efficiency rule or smart upgrade adds another layer of electronics, another potential failure point. Polymer panels and thin insulation may look modern, but they invite warping, air leaks, and premature compressor stress. As Dr. Hart notes, we are trading decades of reliability for a few dollars a year on the energy bill, and a repair bill that is anything but small. The real gut punch lands when the warranty clock runs out. Most modern French door refrigerators ship with a 5-year compressor warranty, but failure data shows the bulk of breakdowns cluster just after that window slams shut. Owners, now on the hook, face a repair bill that's hard to swallow. A sealed system job routinely runs between $500 and $1,500. That's not just parts, though the compressor board assembly alone can eat up 40 to 60% of the total. Labor is another beast entirely. EPA regulations require certified technicians for refrigerant recovery, and their hourly rates have surged past $150 in many regions. 4 to 6 hours of specialized labor, plus diagnostic fees that can top $100 before a single bolt is turned, quickly push the total past half the price of a new unit. Add in disposal and reprogramming charges, and the math gets ugly. For many, it's a straight shot from first repair quote to the appliance showroom. The economics are rigged, repair costs rival replacement, and the warranty's fine print always seems to favor the manufacturer. The system isn't just fragile, it's expensive by design. LG's linear compressor units have become infamous among technicians for their F3 error code, a digital death sentence that often arrives just after the 5-year mark. The only fix is a proprietary sealed assembly, sold exclusively through authorized channels and priced to favor buying new over repairing old. GE's French door models have faced their own reckoning, with inverter board corrosion and condenser coil failures flooding forums and warranty departments from 2018 to 2020. Both brands lock essential parts behind dealer-only supply chains, and their diagnostic codes require paid subscriptions or brand-specific tools. Independent repair shops, once the backbone of appliance longevity, now face locked schematics and software barriers that turn a simple compressor swap into a bureaucratic maze. The backlash is growing louder. Online, repair technicians like Mark Geese call out the repair hostage game, where a $20 sensor buried inside a $600 sealed module makes a mockery of serviceability. Legislative wins in states like Massachusetts and New York have forced limited access to repair information, but most modern French door units remain locked down. Meanwhile, the market is shifting. Vintage refrigerator sales have climbed 12% in just 1 year, and 70% of consumers polled say they would support laws demanding open access to parts and manuals. The right to repair movement has turned frustration into organized pressure, and manufacturers are starting to feel it. The question now isn't just about broken compressors, it's about who gets to decide when an appliance's life is over. Today, replacing a failed compressor can cost more than half a new fridge. The real price isn't just money, it's trust. Will we keep accepting machines built to break? Drop your thoughts below.